So we wondered, how is it that people can get better so quickly? And so we looked at their gene expression. So often people say, oh, it's all in my genes, what can I do? Well, it turns out you can actually do a lot. We found that after just 3 months of making these lifestyle changes, over 500 genes were beneficially affected. And in fact, turning on the good genes that prevent disease and turning off the genes that promote disease, particularly the oncogenes that promote breast, prostate, and colon cancer, which are shown here in what's called a heat map. Red is turned on. You can see it's mostly red at the beginning. And each one of those down here, these are all different genes that promote cancer that get turned off in just 3 months. And so this idea that our genes are our destiny is really not true. Our genes are not our fate, and we can change that. And when you change the expression of your genes, it actually gets transmitted to your kids as well, what's called epigenetics. Now, we then did a study with Dr. Liz Blackburn, who got the Nobel Prize last year for discovering telomerase, which is an enzyme that repairs and lengthens damaged telomeres, which are the ends of our chromosomes that control how long we live. And she did a study and found that women who were taking care of kids with autism or parents with Alzheimer's who were under chronic stress, the more stress they felt and the longer they felt stress, the lower their telomerase and the shorter their telomeres. It was the first study showing on a genetic level that chronic stress can actually shorten your lifespan. So we were presenting at a conference. I said, well, if bad things make your telomeres shorter, maybe good things make them longer. And sure enough, we found that after just 3 months that the telomerase increased by almost 30%. And we just got some data, which we're about to publish, showing that the telomere lengths increased as well. And even pharma hasn't yet been shown to do this. So what have we learned about what enables people to make sustainable changes? And it's not what I thought when I first started doing this work 35 years ago. It's not fear of dying, it's joy of living. This goes back to the first dietary intervention, when God said don't eat the apple, and that didn't work very well, and that was God talking. And so I've learned that even more than being healthy, people want to feel free and in control. And as soon as I tell somebody, don't eat this and do that, they immediately want to do the opposite. And if you tell kids, for example, that smoking is bad for them, that just makes it cool, like James Dean on a Harley. And so we have to take a different approach. And part of what we've learned is that just telling people they're going to live longer doesn't really make a difference. The fortune teller says, I give smokers a discount because there's not as much to tell. That's the fear-based approach that doesn't work. And if you go on a diet, then sooner or later you're going to go off a diet, because diets don't work. They're all about what you can't have and what you must do. And so what we've learned is that we can take a spectrum approach, that the more you change, the more you improve. It's not all or nothing. It's how you can personalize a way of eating and living. The more you change, the better you feel. The better that you feel, the more you want to keep doing it. And the more you keep wanting to do it, the more you improve. You get a virtuous cycle going.